All right, welcome back to part 2 of my little mini series within the Let's Make an Art series. Today we are diving into the line work and cleaned up inking for the self-portrait photo reference study thing. So I'm gonna stop yapping and let's get right into it. Okay, so for the next step in the process, I would be needing to determine what I want my final outcome to be. Do I want this to look more semi-realistic? Do I want this to look more like artsy painterly? Am I gonna go for crisp line work and inking for like more of a comic book vibe? Like, these things are important to figure out at this stage. Because the next step is going to be determined by that. So in some cases, if I were going to be going for more of a semi-realist, I would just start kind of painting on top of this in grayscale and then color over it. But for this particular piece, I really wanted it to look pretty sketchy and painterly. So I am going to find more of a textured pen. And we're going to go in with this. Start working on the details for the face. Like, I'm going to make the pen a little thinner. I'm going to start with the nose area. Let me see, what's my stabilization up to? I want to turn that up a little bit more. Not too much. Too much would kill the vibe. And I'm going to be very, very, very painterly with the way that I do the colors on this, so I want the lines to kind of match that vibe, as it were. So we're gonna make these look kind of rough, very loose, I guess is the right term. I want this line work to look very loose, and hopefully that'll give the whole piece kind of a feeling of movement, which is usually the goal I have when I go with more of a loose painterly style rather than something more crisp. Add just the lightest little bit of shading with our pen. That's pretty much the nose. I don't want to mess too much with the glasses yet. Those are going to be the fucking bane of my existence. Because they're not an organic object, so organic shapes don't really work. And that kind of ends up biting me in the ass, if I'm being so fucking for real. Which sucks because I, wear glasses, so. The fact that I draw self-portraits so much means that I am inevitably forced to draw glasses. I don't know why I just paused in the middle of a sentence there. Just fully stopped. My brain forgot how to do two things at once. It's been a while since I've done this many videos where I'm basically talking to myself during the production, because I don't have, I'm not making Erdy sit here and record all of these with me. He's got day job business to do and whatnot at the moment, so that makes it to where I'm just recording this content by myself, talking to myself for the sake of voiceover purposes, and also, I guess informationally, telling you what I'm doing, what my thought process is during the process, things that I'm telling myself would be entertaining. Who knows? If it's not entertaining, let me know in the comments if I'm just boring the shit out of you. I guess you would have had to make it this far to know to tell me, but, I welcome feedback. I welcome feedback. Sketching in the teeth, or at least the lines that give us the impression of teeth. As you can tell, I'm not drawing the full, little chiclets. I don't want it to look like Tic Tacs. It's actually one of my biggest tips for when it comes to drawing teeth, is to not actually draw the full shape of every tooth and imply a good chunk of it. It helps with the overall volumetrics of the situation. Let's get rid of this for a second. Alright, not bad, not bad. We're getting places, Alright, now this is where we add some lines here to act act as a guide for when I go to put the color down. Mostly. Some detail squibbles. Should also, I mean, I guess I could have that up. At this point, we don't really need the reference until color time, so I'm going to... Hello? Okay, that was weird. It just did not want to acknowledge my, my tapping there for a second. That was kind of out of pocket. Excuse me. Wild. Okay. Okay, there we go. Kind of clean this up a little bit more. Surf eraser, yes. Using the kneaded eraser because it adds more texture to the situation. And with the loose painterly styles, texture is really what I'm looking for. Which sounds strange, but it is what it is. It's texture. Texture is what I seek when I work on these things. Okay. Let's do the eyes. Kind of want to imply the eyelashes pretty heavily. To do sort of wispy lines here. Kind of do eyelid folds. Some little sketchy lines over here to kind of help with the whole shape and volume. Kind of want to add some here too. Something light, you know? Alright, there we go. That's a little bit... It's not bad. Yeah, that's not bad. Okay. Alright. Other eye, I guess? Okay. We'll just do the same thing again. Now, the wonderful thing about digital art is I could technically just kind of copy this, paste it, and then, you know, adjust it for organic purposes, but I feel like old school in it and drawing it again myself. So that's what we're gonna do. There we go. More of these eyelid lines. Don't like how that one looks. We're going to clean that up. There we go. Those look pretty symmetrical. Now, before I even do like the face shape, I'm gonna go ahead and do this here, and then I am gonna do the copy paste, and then I'm gonna put my earrings in. So don't judge me too hard. But like, ears have a significant amount of detail at the end of the day, and I don't want to have to draw that twice. So instead of that, I'm going to do it once, copy it, and then use that as kind of like the guide for the jawline. So that seems decent, right? Alright, because then there's going to be like hair bits and stuff. Okay, good enough. We're going to lasso it, copy paste, and then hit the transform tool, where we will be flipping it and aligning it over here with our sketch, and it works pretty fucking well in my opinion. Maybe we don't keep the ratio. Alright, let's see, let's get this as close to matched up to our sketch as possible, because that was pretty good placement, just not... let's see, it's a little bit shorter. Yeah, that'll work, okay. And then we can merge it down and deselect that. Okay. Now, let me switch back to my pen. Start working on getting this shape of the face kind of sorted. Gonna erase some of this ear because of the angle. Okay, coming down. This is where I might, in some cases, turn up the stability, but I'm gonna kind of just go with it. Down and around. I'll get the bottom part. The chin's gonna be some fiddling. So I'll get that in a minute. Okay. Face. I don't want to get too distracted from the face. I am going to try to do the eyebrows and then the glasses. So I'm going to sketch in the eyebrows, or, you know, trace in the eyebrows first, and then I'm going to kind of erase where the glasses are going to go. That was startling. My computer made all manner of wacky noise. It's fine. That's fine. Just an alert that won't matter until closer to the stream later. Which, by the way, if you're watching this video but you haven't checked out any of my live streams, you should check out my stream schedule. I usually post it on the community tab on Sundays or Mondays, because I don't normally stream on Sunday or Monday, so that's another fun fact. Art streams, if that's the kind of content you're specifically interested in, those happen Thursdays, pretty much every Thursday. It's either going to be me doing some live art in general, or me and a guest doing live art, or us playing Drawful, because that counts. The fun twist is that I also typically drink some wine or a couple of beers during the stream, so it just kind of tests my skills, which is also why the back half of the stream is usually karaoke instead of more art, because once the wine really starts to sink in, we're not gonna get anything super good out art-wise, so. Okay, now we come in with these glasses lines. I'm gonna turn this up a little bit because holy shit, okay. Alright, we're still going for loose. Now we're trying to get the outer edges. Because they're kind of shiny frames, I want to do some, you know, fancy inking. So some of these lines that aren't perfect won't be super problematic once I'm done. I'm like stressing out about this. It's fine, it's fine. We're fine, everything's going fine. Everything's fine, okay. The inner edge there for a second. I'm having a hard time trusting myself when it comes to the thickness of the frames. I know I'm like gonna struggle with it, but we're going along as best we can. Okay. This actually comes up here. Okay, alright. It's looking relatively even so far. Okay, bring it around town. Oops. It's fine, it's fine. We're gonna blacken in quite a bit of this for the sake of stylization. So I'm gonna bring this around. Bring it around here. Those edges, okay, we're gonna bring it around here. Then we're going to bring this guy down and we're gonna connect them and hope that it's at least somewhat similar to this thickness, which isn't even smooth, but it's fine. It's fine. I'm gonna do some final adjusting here. I just want to make sure I get the baselines down. Alright, now we're gonna... This is actually gonna be like hairline, so I don't want this to be super like straight right here. There we go. Okay, same over here. This is kind of like the edge of the hairline. So it doesn't need to be super straight. And then technically, I guess we have to draw these things that come back over my ears. There we go. Alright, it's looking sloppy, it's looking messy, but it'll all come together in the end, I hope. Fingers crossed. If not, it is what it is. Alright, so my earring is actually up higher than this. Let me check this. I mean, I guess it's not. It's kind of... like it's up. It starts up there, but then it comes down. Okay. So, earring... Okay, you see, we're seeing the vision. It's coming together. I'm actually gonna reduce the opacity for that a little bit. Okay, alright. We're getting places. Stuff and things are happening. Okay, so this is... Okay. Zoom out a little bit, and then zoom back in. Okay, now I was afraid I was going to make too many things on the face wonky, so now I'm going to start doing the thing where I rotate and get a little crazy with it, so don't get motion sick on me, guys. God, I love... Here, I'm going to zoom in for a second. I love how... I'm actually going to purposely mess up my art for a second. I love how jagged and, like, inconsistent this ink brush is. It just adds so much extra character to the artwork, I personally believe. At least when I'm going for that particular vibe and aesthetic. Okay, so I've got that kind of... I want this to be more dramatic. I'm gonna have this come down. Okay, clean this up more. This is so funny because it's like the levels of... Like, I can't focus on one part of a piece for very long. I always end up jumping around. Either because I get distracted, something happens, and I have to come back to it, or just because I'm getting distracted by other parts of the piece. I have other earrings. I have 2 hoops here, 1 hoop here, and then I work, like, danglies here, but I don't think I want to put the dangly earrings in. And if I do, I might change them up. Yes, okay. Now I'm actually going to do some of this hair stuff on a separate layer so I can erase it under the glasses and it not buck it up. I'm gonna make this brush a little bigger. And I'm gonna bring the stabilization down just so that these look more organic. Gonna bring these in like this. Okay. Go. Let's see, I'm gonna kind of clean up as I go so I don't forget. Go. Okay, this is actually gonna work. Okay, great. I don't know why I doubted it, but sometimes you just want to make sure. Alright, we're gonna do all the hair up here before we move down to the braids. We are making progress. We've almost got the like, artsier line work done. Obviously, this is not intended to be super crisp, clean line work. That's not what we're working on today. That's not what I felt like doing. So we're getting this very sketchy, almost sloppy mess, which I think is going to have a lot of character when it's done, to be honest. My personal opinion is that this is going to have a lot of character. In fact, you know what? We might make some final smooching. I feel like my face is probably just not symmetrical IRL if we're being so real. Alright, this would be coming out from behind the ear. I don't know if that actually made it better. Around. Cleaning up as we go. Okay. That looks really bad. I don't like that. That doesn't look very flowy and organic. That just kind of looked like a mess. Okay. And mess around. We go. That's better. Okay. Lift again. And let's work on some of these braids. There's only 2. There's probably like a braid brush or something that would make this super fast, but fuck it. Because apparently I like to make things really complicated for myself. And that's okay. I mean, it's not. It's mean, but what the fuck am I gonna do about it? Other than complain in the middle of a video. It's fine, we're fine. We're adding some lines to apply the hair chunks. Let's get the core shape down and then go back in. There we go. See, once the rhythm gets in there. Oh geez, talk too much shit. Okay. Oh, we're working, it's working. God damn it. Here we go. Okay. Alright, we'll add in the lines to kind of help imply the volume of the braids, as it were, I think. I'm pretty sure that's what I'm implying here. The way they kind of like don't just go straight, they kind of follow the outer edges. The shape of it. Do this all the way down. La 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 la. I kind of love how like scratchy this is coming out. I feel like that's exactly what I was looking for. I don't know, you guys might hate it when it's done, but I think this is exactly what I was looking for. I'll clean that up actually a little bit better. There we go. Okay. The urge to copy paste that braid over to the side is very strong. But instead, I think I'm going to quietly draw it. That way I can just speed through this in editing. I think that's the smart move. Okay, now we clean this up. And we zoom out and we hide the blue. Take a look and we see how we're feeling. I'm not unhappy. But, I mean, as you can see, my reference cuts off, so I'm going to continue to take some creative liberties and adjust the way this part's acting. I kind of want this to come over more. And we would be cleaning this up some. Do-do-do-do-do. Okay, got better. That come back. Wait, that's not bad. Alright, let's move on to the clothes. And I think I want to hop them on a separate layer too, just for erasing ease. So the clothes is really just the shirt, really. I didn't like that line, so we'll check again. And we're going to come over here and get this line. Bring this down some. Gonna clarify that one. Then we're going to bring the collar around. And then a little bit. Clean that up a little bit. Do-do-do. And all of this up. Do all of that. And then maybe imply the collar a little. I feel like the shirt is not the star of the show here, so boop. We're gonna get rid of that. And I think we're going to thicken this up and make another layer and do some nice, not necessarily clean up, but I feel like there's some spots that could use some thicker lines just for drama's sake even. I feel like we need more going on over here. This, maybe some lines over here. At this point I am purposely making it a little bit messy because I like that aesthetic. I think I'm gonna do like it with one of these. Ooh, crazy idea. This is actually bonkers and might not work, but I'm gonna try it anyway. I'm gonna see if I can make, oh geez, I fucked up. Okay. Make like strands that have like, hold on, I'm either cooking or I'm being ridiculous, but we're gonna, this may all come together in just a moment. Or I've just completely been stupid, but we'll see. Okay, now, if I come over here and I like rasterize it. Oop. And then I come over here and I select convert brightness to opacity. Ooh, we got something here. Where are the glasses on? Okay. This there? Yes. Okay, so I can come in here. Ooh, yes, hello. This looks so good. Okay, so what I was doing is I was using this tool to put an outline over it. Oh my gosh, that is just delightful. I love how this worked. I love how well this worked. Okay, I'm kind of coming through finding some of these sketchy lines to clean them up under this one. Then we're gonna come up here and clean these guys up. Because they're kind of... their whole vibe's a little weird as it is, but we're gonna blend them into the situation more. There we go. Maybe, there we go, clean that up. Back over here, make this line smaller. Kind of blend it into the situation. There we go, that's not bad. Oops, okay, and some of the line work's not perfect. But I think it'll work for what we're trying to do. Let me see, is that the, yeah, there's the thicker lines. Okay, I kind of want to go back in like that and do some stuff here. Maybe a little bit here. Alright, we're getting places. We're getting places. I mean, at this point, I kind of don't mind if these darker lines look really, like, messy, because it's kind of the vibe-a-rooney. Okay, I didn't like that. That was out of line. There we go. That's better. Okay, so now I'm going to merge all of these lines together. Boop, 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 boop. And then maybe even duplicate them and stack them. Nice. That's really cool. Okay, so... now, my super secret, not really a secret at all, trick for getting a good base layer is select refer to editing layer only, use the little thing, adjust your settings, so that way when you click, it should, I'm going to need it to apply to connect to pixels only, close gap, use this to grab the background of the image. I think that's actually really good. And then we hit, and then you invert the selected area. And then you come over here and you get yourself a nice mid-toned gray. Boop. And there you go. Now you've got the backdrop, which is a great starting point for your colors. And that's where we're at now. We are at the coloring stage, which you can go a couple of directions from here. If you are going again for more of like a... if you're having trouble getting your lights and darks pushed enough, like you're not really going dark enough for your shadows, and you're getting distracted by the colors, one thing I do recommend is maybe just doing like a grayscale toning, where you go in and do like the shadows and highlights. I do that a lot. I might not do it with this particular piece, just because of the way that I'm doing it. I might lay colors down first and then go back and forth. I kind of want to experiment with the colors for this one, just to have fun with it. And I'm actually going to be using my sub view. I'm going to select some colors from here and then adjust them as I put them on here. But this is my progress of my creative interpretation of a direct photo reference. As you can see, it's me, and that's the reference, you know? Just gotta have the reference in front of you and adjust things that don't look right. And if you're taking creative liberties, it doesn't have to be exact. It just has to be good enough to get the point across, which is the whole idea. Whoops! Cut myself off there a little bit, but that's okay. Hope you guys enjoyed the clean-up inking process for this one. Tune in next week for the final piece where I slap on the colors and do all the fun, fancy texturizing and scribbling and scritching with different brushes. You guys are great. I appreciate the support. Thank you so much for watching this and any other videos you may or may not watch. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Follow me on all the places. Tune in to some of my streams. The Thursday night streams are the art streams, if that's the kind of thing you're into. Yeah, I'm gonna go. Have a great rest of your day. Bye!